Hello my favourite people, I hope you're all good. Today we're going to a Huda beauty makeup counter. I'm so excited for this. I actually feel like I've been wanting to do this makeup counter for the longest time because I genuinely love so many Huda beauty products. If you go back and watch a few of my videos, you'll just see how often I use them. And yeah, I just cannot wait to actually get them all on, go full glam. I'm hoping to be a bit more dramatic today. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of going in with a little bit of expectations with this one here. Some of the other makeup counters that I've gone to, I don't know what to expect, but with this one, I have a high expectation. So let's hope it comes through. Okay, let's make our way.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul.
I don't know why I feel so out of breath from literally just doing that little tiny walk. It literally was nothing. Oh my god, it looks so shiny, innit? What is going on? Okay, we have arrived at Harrods, so when I walk through there, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to vlog because I know they can be quite funny, obviously, with vlogging inside. However, I do actually have permission to film at the Huda Beauty makeup counter. Okay, let's go and find the Huda Beauty makeup counter. Just arrived at the Harrods counter now, girls. As you can see, it's all in the background looking lovely. I'm going to go around and give you some shots. They have everything here. They even have the perfumes as well, which is so nice. So yeah, I'm going to go around and give you guys a shot of the store. And I'm going to link her Instagram in the down bar as well. We're going to begin. Let's start. The first product that was used was the Glowish Skin Tint. Now, these are gorgeous and give such a lovely radiance to the skin. And she said that she wanted to go in with this first because she just wanted to add a little bit of warmth to the skin, you know, give it a gorgeous glow. These are the two foundation shades that she mixed together. And honestly, guys, it matched the body so well. Of course, my face is that little bit lighter right now, especially as we're in winter. And of course, you know, when you're exfoliating your face and all that kind of stuff, it just is a little bit lighter. So yeah, anyways, that foundation match was so good. Now, this concealer for me personally is definitely up there with my top 10. The coverage on it is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I'm sorry, it's amazing. And I love the fact that she took a lighter shade and applied it just in the inner corner, because sometimes I do that myself. So to see that she done that, I just knew my under eyes were going to be really flawless. Then she took the coconut mist and just dampened the beauty sponge and went on the under eye and just like anywhere that needed it to add a little bit of hydration so it didn't look too dried out or too matte. Now, this Tantor I did actually take home, so it was brand new, and that was just applied to the forehead, the nose, jawline, and also the cheekbones. And as you can see, she's just buffing that into the skin and pressing that down and blending that all out. And then once that was done, she then grabbed some of the loose powder in the shade Banana Bread. I have to say, this and the Laura Mercier loose powder are my top two powders of all time. They are flawless and they just can't be beaten, you know. Okay, we're moving on to the eyes. So she used the Rose Quartz palette and she used some concealer to prep the eyelids and then set that in place with a little bit of the loose powder as well. The palette being used, by the way, is the Rose Quartz one. So this was her first shade, right? And she put that all over the lid and then blended that up as well past the crease. This was the second shade and this was only applied on the outer corner and then blended into the crease. And as you can see, she's just like buffing it out. With this shade, she first applied it with the brush to show me how it looked, and then she went in with her finger. Now, we all know that these look so much more intense when you use your finger. Like, look at the difference there. You can really see it on camera as well. Now, for the next part, she actually took one of the darker shades from the palette, and as you can see, she's using a small angled brush, running that along the bottom waterline and then bringing that up. And then she changed her brush, used the same color, and then just kind of created a little bit of a smoky wing. As you can see, she's blending it out now, and then she's kind of going back and forth and just building up that color. Then she took this shade here and then she mixed it on the back of her hand, and it is like a creamy sort of eyeshadow, and popped that on the center of the lid just to really intensify the center of the eyes. And then she took this light shade here and applied that on the inner corner near the tear duct just to highlight. This was the Huda Beauty Life Liner, and she said she likes to pop it on the back of the hand to activate it. And she actually was telling me how this is her favorite eyeliner of all time. She said it does the best wings, it's got the smallest tip, and she honestly could not stop raving about this liner. And I did keep this one after, so it was brand new, but yeah, honestly, she absolutely sold me on that eyeliner. Lashes were measured and then glued and of course applied. Now once that's done, she went and grabbed the mascara. I love this mascara. I particularly like the curl side to it though, and I like the fact that she was just going in and adding small amounts to blend my lashes into the false ones, and then she went in and filled the eyebrows, and as you can see, she's kind of just like mapping out the shape and then just filling in the hairs and stuff like that. This is what the brows looked like, and then she went and grabbed the little brow gel. Now this one is super fluffy and the brush was amazing and so small, and grabbed all the hairs. I don't think they did this in a clear version though, but I definitely think that's something they should think about doing. As you can see, she applied a little bit of lip balm, and then this was the lip liner in the shade Terracotta. Honestly, don't sleep on this lip liner. I'm so picky when it comes to my lip liner colors and stuff like that, and that lip liner is 10 out of 10, one of my favorites. As you can see, she grabbed a liquid lipstick and then applied that one shade all over the lips, and then she took this darker one in the shade First Class and basically like lined the lips with it, but then blended it in, so it definitely gave me that ombre lip, and she kind of created like a bespoke lip color, and I loved that. The color that she's using in the center of the lip now is the first shade that she used, by the way. And then she went and cleaned up with some concealer, and I thought this was so nice because it just showed her attention to detail and how crisp and clean she wanted the makeup look to overall be. Now when she said she was going to use this bronzer, I love this bronzer so much already, so I'm a big fan, and I said to her like, oh, what shade are you using? And when she said 03, I was like, you just know, like she just knows that that is actually my favorite shade from all of the bronzers. Then she applied some of this blusher, popped it all on the cheeks, and then did a little bit on top of the nose. How nice does this highlighter look? I don't know why, but whenever you look at a highlighter, it just looks so pretty. There's something about highlighters that just looks so good when they're in the packaging. Like, oh, and look at this. This was a little small one, guys. This was called the First Trap, and it was the serum. And when she got this out, I was a bit confused at first. But how come you're going to get a serum now? I was like, what? But she said that she wants to put it on the back of her hand and then apply it to the cheeks to, you know, just give them a little bit more of radiance. And I was like, oh, I love that. Then she used the Glowish powder, which I haven't actually used too much of, and she said she likes to go in and kind of do like final touches, you know, a little spruce it up, make sure it looks really nice and flawless. And then last but not least, a little bit of setting spray. I'm outside. I'm kind of hidden a little bit, so I do need to kind of go a little bit more into the natural light so you can see the makeup. And I have to put a mask on when I get on the underground, so I don't know how well this is actually going to last. Okay, so this is the makeup complete and done in natural daylight. Here we have the eyes and the eyebrows, cheeks. Trying to tilt my head back, because then obviously I get a little bit more of the light coming down. But yeah, so this is what it looks like outside. Really nice and bronzy, actually, really glowy. Let's run to the next clip where we talk a little bit more in depth. I've just set up the big light, got my camera out, so I'm ready to give you the down low on everything I asked for, the whole experience, close-up shots. If you're familiar with my makeup counter series that I do here on YouTube, then you'll know. You know the setup, you know the scene. Let's talk about it. Before going there, I went on to Huda's Instagram and I thought, you know what, let me have a look at some makeup that she's actually done herself. So then I clicked on this photo, I enlarged it and took a screenshot. So as you can see, really bronzy. We've got the purples in the eye, but there's also a bit of shimmer and there's also a wing. This was the face, but I said I don't want my lips as pink because I'm not really like the biggest fan of them being overly pink. I like to have more of a brown and then like a pink center, like more of an ombre lip. So now you've seen the look that I asked for, I'm gonna zoom you in and I'm going to show you what I got. First of all, let me just quickly point out one thing. Out of all the makeup counters I've been to, I'd probably say this foundation has held up the best. I've had my mask on, I've got a few breakouts on my chin, and obviously the mask rubs on your chin and it rubs on your nose, but look, there's not really much creasing going on. This foundation has probably held up the best out of every single makeup counter I've been to. So this is how my brows were filled in. With my actual shape of my eyebrows, because they are microbladed, they are fairly easy to follow, but each makeup artist has their own kind of style, whether they just want it very minimal, more filled in, more structured, or fluffy. You know, every makeup artist has their own sort of vibe. Here you can see the wing. These are the style of lashes. These ones I believe were the style Jade. Very similar to what I asked for, except I think Huda's was a bit more of a spotlight and this is more mainly on the whole sort of part of the lid. It's just got a little bit darker on the outer corner, and then she also brought it underneath the lash line with that mauvey sort of colour as well. The lips I think she shaped really well. Huda Beauty and Smashbox have probably been my favourites for shaping my lips because I like to overline my top lip. Now these are the cheeks. Then if I just step back and look at you, you can just see the overall base and everything Now you've seen what I asked for and what I got, I'm going to tell you about the over experience and what I'm thinking at this stage. As I mentioned, I think this foundation has actually held up the best out of all the foundations that have been applied to me on all my makeup counter videos, which is a big statement to say. Huda Beauty likes her products to last long and be durable, and honestly, I think this foundation has really held up the best, you know. Overall, I've gone a little bit shiny, especially in my T-zone on my chin, a little bit more than what I'm used to. But in the same sense, naturally over time, my T-zone does get oily. So this is just the natural effects of what is happening. This is why this part of the video is so important, because I'm showing you like how it's held up, you know, because it's all well and good leaving a makeup counter and looking tip top and great, but when you actually leave and get home or arrive where you're meant to go, how does your makeup look then? That's what I want to know. So this is why I shared with you this point of the video. Overall, my experience there has been really good. Everyone was super welcoming. The girls were coming over as the makeup was being done, like, oh, that's looking lovely, like just checking in, see what had been like done to my face. And yeah, it was really nice. And I'd have to say it's quite calm. If you compare like getting your makeup done at a Harrods counter compared to a Selfridges counter, Selfridges overall is a little bit more busy. Now I want to tell you about the services and everything like that in case you ever want to get booked in there. I was basically told today that in a few weeks they're going to be launching some services where you can go in and there's going to be some complimentary ones. So if you want to try some lip products out and find your perfect lip, or you want to get your skincare regime with the Wishful products, all those sort of things will be complimentary. If you did want to try some of their other services where they told me that you can cherry pick what you want, it will be either 20 or 30 pounds, I believe, redeemable against products. For me, one of my favorite things out of this overall look is the lips. I think she did the shape amazing, and I love the mixture that she done to get this unique color. She's explained to me how, you know, Huda Beauty is all about that contouring, the shades, the ombres, and mixing things together and getting your perfect sort of shade. And I really did enjoy that. I also found out today, which is very sad, that the Flirt Lip Liner, which I love, has actually been discontinued. I said to her, I've been trying to get this for the longest time, and she's like, it's been discontinued. I was like, oh, so that was really sad. If you love Flirt Lip Liner, yeah, but I do love the terracotta one, and that one's available, and she did use that today. Very similar to some of my other makeup counter videos, this was arranged with myself and through PR. I have to get permission to film at these places. I can't just rock up and put a makeup artist on the spot and be like, hey. So I do reach out beforehand to confirm that this is all okay and sort it all out. And as she was the manager of that particular counter, she was able to gift me some of the products that she used on me, so they were brand new, which was really sweet and super nice. So yeah, if you're watching this, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And overall, I'd have to say that Huda Beauty come through. Huda Beauty did not let me down. When you're getting your makeup done by someone else who doesn't know your face, who doesn't know what you like, it can be a little bit worrying, because sometimes when I get my makeup done at other makeup counters, I'm gonna be honest, I look at myself, and even though the makeup looks nice, I just don't really recognize who the person is. When people do your makeup, it can really kind of change how you're used to like seeing yourself. But I have to say, with this one, I look at myself and I recognize the person. Whereas some places I've gone and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's lovely, but I just don't really feel like myself. I don't know if you guys have ever had like a trial as a bridesmaid makeup or bride makeup or whatever, and you get your makeup done and you're like, who is this I'm looking at? But this is the part where I need to know what you think. What stands out to you? Are there things that you're not particularly keen on? Is there something that you think is the star? You need to let me know. Personally, for me, I would put this makeup counter experience in my top 5. I'll leave all the products, links, information, all of that good stuff in the down bar below as well. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you enjoy my makeup counter series, and subscribe if you haven't already. I have Instagram and TikTok. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the plugins now, okay.